What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sinister Bunny Studios, your go-to channel for heavy metal content. Now today I have a handful of different things to talk about that kind of revolve around the whole global situation right now with the coronavirus, aka COVID-19. And before I get into all of that, I just kind of want to ask how you guys are doing. Want to make sure you guys are doing good, you're being safe, doing all the right precautions to not get sick, and to stay cleanly, sanitary, clean, whatever, you get the point. Just making sure you guys are being safe and all that. So please do that. Take this seriously. It is an actual bad situation, and it should be taken seriously. And I made note of a couple things I wanted to talk about. Firstly, after asking you guys how you're doing, I want to talk about how I'm doing. As it currently sits, I don't feel sick. I don't have any issues right now. I don't even have any kind of like flu situation or allergies very much or anything like that. I feel for the most part 100% fine beyond my normal aches and pains of just years of sports and everything else. In terms of illness, I'm fine. Kaylee, she's been fine for the most part as well. So we're doing pretty good in terms of our health. So I'm not worried that we're getting sick or possibly infected with the coronavirus. So I just want to assure you guys that I'm fine on that end. And I kind of wanted to talk about everything else that's going on around me with this going on. So when this whole pandemic started, I didn't think it would be too serious. I thought it was way overblown. Obviously, it's reached a point where it's not so overblown as I thought it was. It's a lot more serious than I thought it was. Now, obviously, everybody's taking extreme precautions, which is understandable. I think maybe some of the actions that people are taking are a little bit overblown, but the situation is serious, and it should promote a sense of alertness and worry in you to where you should be careful. The first instance that made me realize how serious this was that my school, my college that I go to, completely shut down face-to-face classes. So as of last week and maybe the week before, I believe, or it might have been just last week. Either way, we completely transitioned to online classes. So all of the normal classes that I would go into face-to-face, in person, sit down at a desk, take notes, that whole thing, not happening. It hasn't happened for a couple weeks now. It's all moved online. So I have some classes that are just saying, hey, just keep up with the work and turn stuff in when it's due, because a lot of stuff is turned in online nowadays. And I have other professors that have like live video conference calls, like video chat with like the whole class. And that's another way that they're doing that. And I have that a little bit later today, actually. And so we completely transitioned online. Unfortunately, on top of that, because of the seriousness of the situation, I think I've mentioned it before, I'm supposed to graduate this semester, and I'm going to graduate. However, the commencement ceremony where I would walk across the stage and get handed a paper and wear the cap and gown and all that, that's been postponed. Not sure when it's going to be, not sure if it's going to happen at all. I don't know, everything's up in the air for everything at this point, but, a lot of that kind of sucks. I'd want to walk and everything. I've put 4 years into this, it's kind of the payoff. I'll still get my degree whether I walk in that ceremony or not. I'll still get my degree and everything. That's not the problem. It's just the ceremony of graduating and all that. And it's on top of that, it's with like my family. They want to be a part of that and see me walk and have that whole experience, kind of like when you graduate from high school. So it kind of sucks, but everything in terms of school has shifted, and it's been very odd. We're supposedly going to be coming back in a couple weeks, that they're going to try to go face-to-face, but I guarantee that's not going to happen. I'm pretty much at the stance where the rest of my semester is going to be online, and then that's going to be it. So it's a little weird. It's a funny coincidence that this is my last semester, my graduating semester, and all of this crazy stuff is happening. But in terms of my school and stuff, it's all online. So it's a little bit weird. I get a little more free time at home now, which is nice, but it's kind of weird because transitioning stuff that you have to be face-to-face for is a little bit awkward. Another thing that's been crazy is the restaurants that are closing. That also made me think, oh shit, this is a lot more serious than I thought it was. Restaurants, you can't go and dine in on a lot of places. You can still get takeout and delivery. And this is for Michigan. That's where I live. So my girlfriend and I have been able to get like takeout and stuff like that, go pick up food and pay for it. But we can't go anywhere to sit down because you can't have groups of people, I don't know, over 10 people or something like that. I can't remember the restrictions, they're changing all the time. But delivery and takeout are still a thing, so that's good. But a lot of places are closed, and it's just kind of nuts because that made me really realize like, this is a lot more serious than I thought it was going to be. And just as of earlier this week, the governor of Michigan put out like a mandated stay home policy. You're not allowed to just go frolic and do whatever you want. They're making everybody stay home unless you need to go to work or go to the grocery store for essentials and stuff like that. Which I want to mention too. I think it's a bit extreme that people are going and like stocking up on like toilet paper. Like, I don't understand that aspect. I don't know why that was a thing for people to get. Like, I've seen pictures and videos of people with carts full of toilet paper and milk. And like toilet paper, like, why are you stocking up on that? I don't think the virus causes you to like have liquid shits or anything like that. I mean, it might for some people, but I don't think it does, as far as I know. And just stocking up on something like that is kind of dumb to me. Like, because now I can't even like find toilet paper anywhere. I can't find toilet paper. I've been looking, we're running out, and there's no stores with toilet paper. So it's really annoying. It's kind of dumb. This is a time to like work together, not be selfish. So you can't just go buy all the toilet paper from a store so that everybody else can't have any. Take some, take more than usual maybe, but still let other people get it. Don't hoard it all. But you can't really control people, I guess. And the milk situation, I've seen people with carts full of milk. You're going to really drink all that milk before it expires? I don't think so. I think people are panicking a little too much when it comes to that. As it stands now, you can go to the grocery store and still get your stuff. I would recommend like getting more than what you would normally get in terms of going to get groceries. That way you don't have to keep going out. Restrict how many times you're going out. That way you can restrict how much you're exposed to other people. But, don't go crazy. It's just hoarding all that necessity-based stuff is kind of understandable to a certain extent, but it's also kind of hindering for other people. So you got to remember that. Don't be super selfish. Think of other people. Let me see. What else do I got written down here? Oh, yeah. So a lot of people, I think it's globally at this point, are losing work, being laid off, and because of this whole shutdown situation and the virus, a lot of people are losing work and are getting laid off. I am lucky enough to where the job that I work in is considered an essential service or business, and I'm still going to work, so I'm still getting a steady paycheck. But again, I put emphasis on lucky because not everybody is in that situation. A lot of people are unemployed right now, which makes it even more important that you don't like hoard all the toilet paper so people can't get it, because people are going to struggle for money. People are going to need those necessities, and if they can't get access to them, it's just going to make matters worse. It's going to be an interesting situation economically and politically for the whole world, honestly. Economies are going to be impacted greatly. Political sanctions on a lot of things are going to be kind of crazy. And it's going to be weird to see where things go at this point. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing. Everything's up in the air, and I know it is for a lot of people. And it's just a little bit crazy. I'm just as much in the dark as you guys are. I can only keep up on everything that's posted around as to what's going on. And I want to remind you guys to be safe. Kaylee and I are taking precautions that we can to make sure we're washing our hands all the time and staying clean and disinfecting stuff. And, when we go out, to make sure we have hand sanitizer and stuff like that. We've been disinfecting our phones and washing our hands a lot, like I said, just to do as many preventative actions as we can to keep ourselves safe as well as others. because if you're negligent of your hygiene and your cleanliness and your sanitation, you can not only get yourself infected, you can infect other people. So, you not only think about keeping yourself clean and safe, but think that that's also protecting other people. So, yeah. Mention. What I want to do now is talk about kind of my plan for this whole quarantine situation with all of us being quarantined and at home and stuck at home. So, like I said, with my classes and school situation, I have a bit more free time at home. I still have classwork and stuff to do, but I don't have the physical classes to go to for all of my classes. So that leaves me a little more free time. And what I kind of want to do is work on stuff a lot more and get some cool stuff out if I can. I'm working on something right now. It's going to be a new single coming out hopefully by the end of this week. And if you don't follow me on Instagram and stuff like that, you probably haven't seen it, but I posted a picture of the project in Cubase of me working on it and stuff like that, announcing that there's going to be a single release and all that. So I'm still working on stuff. I'm not completely done with that. I got a lot of new ideas that I want to try and implement while I have this time and opportunity to try it. And hopefully things that I can carry over to after I graduate when I don't have school, to where I can put a lot more time into making those things happen. So be on the lookout for a lot more new stuff. I'm going to be experimenting with days and times that I'm uploading, so watch out for that. Make sure you hit the bell. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you are, hit the bell. That way, whenever I do decide to put something out, you'll get notified of it and be able to watch it. And let me know like if that's a good time or not for you to watch things, and if you like when that got released and all that fun stuff. Another cool thing I want to mention, and I'll probably do a dedicated short video of it on either Instagram or maybe YouTube, I'm not sure, but with the release of my music to stores and streaming services, it was mostly all original. Now I took my most popular cover, Jaws, when I did the Jaws theme song as a metal version, and I got the cover license and stuff like that for it, and now that is also available. It's not available on all platforms just yet. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's on some right now. I think iTunes and Google Play and Apple Music, Spotify are a couple of the ones that it's on right now. It's going to take some time for the other platforms to get it, but they will get it eventually if those are some of the ones that you use. But yeah, my cover of Jaws, my most popular cover, my most viewed video, that cover is now available to purchase and stream on your favorite services to help support the channel. So that's good news there. And there was something else that I wanted to mention. Let me just take a look at my notes here. A thing that I've been seeing some people do, and something that I may want to try, is doing some more live streaming with everything that's going on. I'd call them some kind of like quarantine streams or something like that, just because there's a lot more time and I'm sitting at home. And it'll give me a chance to interact with you guys, because I know you're going to be home as well. So it'll give you something to do. It'll give me something to do. And it'll allow me to try some cool new things. I'm not sure the premise of what I'm going to do just yet. It's just kind of in the works. But when I do, I hope that you guys come and join, and make sure you're on the lookout for when I do go live, so that you can have fun and interact with me as I do it. Other than that, I guess I'll just give you a couple final notes. I know this has been running on for a little bit now, but I just want to remind you to be safe and stay clean. Wash your hands constantly. Use hand sanitizer. And a tip with hand sanitizer, don't just put it on, wipe it, and then wipe it off. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You need to rub it in until it dries. That's when it really works. That alcohol needs to dissipate, and you need to rub your hands and your arms and wrists and everything with the sanitizer until it dries, and that's when it's most effective. Stay away from large groups of people and avoid extreme contact with others, and make sure you're keeping that social distancing as a high priority for yourself, and to take this whole situation seriously, because it has been wrecking some situations for other countries. Italy is being impacted really hard by it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just look into it. Italy is being hit pretty hard by this virus, and it's really unfortunate to see, but It's not out of the realm of possibility to happen to us, depending on where you are. I'm specifically talking about the United States and Michigan more specifically. But just be safe and take care of yourself and others, and make sure you're taking all the necessary precautions to stay safe and stay clean and stay healthy. And just to kind of keep up to date with new policies that are coming out and recommendations by the professionals and your local politicians or whoever is making statements about what's going on. Stay up to date with it. Stay up to date on the news, many different sources and articles and everything that you can, just to stay updated on the situation so that you can keep yourself and others safe. I'm doing everything that I can. Kaylee's doing everything that she can. Just remember that your personal safety is number one. And with that, I think my rant is done. So don't hoard toilet paper. Stay safe. Panic, but don't overly panic. Maybe don't panic at all. Just take it seriously. And make sure you stay up to date with my channel and the new videos and stuff that I'm going to have coming out. So thank you guys, as always, for liking, commenting, and subscribing with the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy, and most of all, stay metal, my friends.